What's up? Black Suburban Dad here. And if you haven't been paying attention to the news at all, then I don't know where you have been because the top priority in the news right now are the wildfires sweeping across the LA Palisades. Now, when you see this thing, if you haven't seen it in the news, you can only think about what hell would look like. If you could picture what hell looks like, then that's exactly what this scene is. I mean, it's like a scene from out of a movie. But when you see this thing, you wonder, how did something like this get started? The first thing I thought of when somebody showed me, because actually a couple of days ago, I didn't even hear about it because I've been keeping away from the news. The first thing I thought of is that it was set. Actually, that's the first thing that came out of my mouth to the person that showed me. I said, that fire was set. It had to definitely been set. Now, if you pay attention to Joe Rogan, because it looks like he had a beat on this a year ahead. If not, it was earlier this year. He was doing an interview with a firefighter, and the firefighter said, we've been getting lucky with these winds and not having these fires that break out every single year in this same area. We have fires breaking out. Magically, people don't know why. I will say why in a second, but the firefighter said that we've been getting lucky because the winds haven't blown the right direction. So if one of these fires break out and the wind just happens to break the right direction, then we're going to have a fire of epic, massive proportions, what is actually happening right now. And he said it's going to burn everything in its path, and there's not a damn thing that we can do about it. Lo and behold, that's exactly what we have happening right now. It's very tragic. You have people out here looting and things like that. So to get back to what I think the reason is why these fires actually started, and what needs to be brought up, what everybody needs to be talking about, is city management of the brush. Now, I live in a place where I'm in Washington. Wildfires sometimes break out, but not like this. And we don't have the wind factor to fuel these fires. So what city management does around here is they will do a controlled burn on the edges of the grass. You know, like when you have brush just piling up on the side of the road, or you have brush piling up on the side of the road in front of a little forest. What city management will do is they'll come around and they'll do a controlled burn just to get that brush out of the way. So you might drive by and you'd be like, hey, man, that whole area is burned up, but the trees behind it aren't. Well, that's what they do. That's what they call a controlled burn. They're getting rid of the brush, which is the fuel for the fire if a fire was to actually take place in that area. That way, the rest of the woods don't go up. So you kill the fuel source, which is the brush, and then you pretty much prevent having a forest fires. Well, in California, they don't actually control the brush, and that's what needs to be talked about a lot. I'd say more than anything. Now, it's a failure from city. It's a failure from the governor, the mayor. All these people should be held responsible for it because, like I said, if you kill the fuel source, then that prevents having a forest fire. Not only a forest fire, it prevents having a forest fire of epic proportions in an area that they know that these winds gust through at about 40 to 70 miles per hour. Now, if you have any intelligent life in your body and you have a brain that's actually functioning right now, you would know a fuel source for fire is wind. This area has 70 mile per hour gusts at sometimes, and that's actually what's happening right now. So, like I said, what needs to be talked about is the fuel source being cut off. Now, I don't know why they're not controlling the brush that's being discarded on the side of the road. I'm hearing that some of these brushes that's just being left on the side of the road, they're sitting there for 12, 18, even over a year and a half. They're just sitting there. Now, if you leave wood, any kind of wood to just sit and rot in one spot, it's going to become very dry. Okay, you could have any little spark, just set it off like that. Now, if you have rows and rows and rows of wood like that, then it's going to be primed to catch more things on fire. It's just going to go deeper and deeper into the woods, and that's exactly what's happening in these LA forest fires. Now, am I going to say that it's natural? No, I don't think it's natural. Like I said from the beginning, I think that these fires are set. Are they set by homeless? Are they set by just pyromaniacs? I have no idea. What I do know, what I think allegedly, that these are being set. I think that so much that it looks like we have several suspects, if not several, at least one suspect in custody for one of the fires. Now, it's not the main fire that was set, but it's one of these newer, and I think it's like right around 5 to 10, maybe even more, new fires that were set. They all have different names. I just don't know the name of them. So I'm going to play this video, and we're going to hear about this suspect that they have in custody, and let's see what this guy has to say.
Massive fire in the Calabasas area is now suspected to have been arson.
What we know right now is that the incident started here, and about 20 minutes, 30 minutes later, a suspect was detained over in Woodland Hills area by citizens.
This is a huge and very frustrating development.
Totally unexpected, Dan. Was not expecting to get that piece of information in the last couple of minutes. We were sort of wondering why there are so many police out here. They believe that someone did intentionally set it, that this is now officially an arson investigation. He said this whole area behind me, the canyon behind me, they're calling now a crime scene, and that they have a person in custody, detained, who they are questioning. Apparently someone in the area may have seen something. Now someone is in custody.
The latest.
Now, I don't know if they thought that was like one of their top priorities was to look for somebody that was actually setting these fires. I would think, like I said, if you have any kind of brain in your head, that you would think, hey, you know, we got a couple different options here. Either it's the brush that just caught fire because, I don't know, somebody was smoking a cigarette, it flicked, and they didn't think any more about it. So that's done unintentionally. Or it was done intentionally by some of these people that they said it in the Batman movies. I think it was Alfred told Batman. He said, some people just want to watch the world burn. And that's just sometimes what it is, man. Some people just, for whatever reason, they're not happy with their life. Maybe they got something else going on. Maybe they have money problems. There's always, once you go down these pits, okay, the background into the people that's doing it, it's not like it's just some person, like I'd give me, for example, that's just living a normal life, going to work every day, you know, doing a normal job. Sure, I have my problems. I have my problems with my, you know, my ex-wife. I have my problems with my son, but my problems, they're not that big, okay? You got some people with some real stuff going on in their background. Take, for instance, the guy that did the terrorist attack on Bourbon Street in New Orleans. Now, I don't know exactly. They came out and immediately said that this guy isn't a terrorist. Okay, the thing about it is the guy had an ISIS flag in his truck, and they knew about it the whole time. Okay, why didn't they tell us about it? I have no idea. But then the point is, what I want to get into is, like, when you look into this guy's background, okay, he had a myriad of different things going on. It turns out that I think this guy was having relationship problems or something like that. And then you go to the big factor. You trail the money source. This guy was actually going broke, okay? So maybe that was one reason why he started to lose faith in America or whatever was going on in his head, and that turned him to being somebody who was dedicated to ISIS, and maybe he just wanted to see Bourbon Street burn. Now, not literally, but the tactics that he took is, you know, that's in a different way is having that area burn, you know, because he inflicted death, horror on so many different people. And, you know, I don't think that area will ever be the same again. Okay. So like I said, some people just want to watch the world burn. Now, I'm going to get to this guy. I'm going to show you the suspect. It's this guy right here. Now, I can't tell what nationality it is, but let's go to it right now.
Have just arrested an alleged arsonist suspected of deliberately starting the devastating Kenneth Fire in Los Angeles' celebrity enclave of Calabasas. The suspect, reportedly a homeless man in his 30s, was caught by citizens in Woodland Hills after allegedly attempting to set a fire on Ibarra Road.
So he looks like he's a homeless man. A nationality, I'm not even going to get into that. You can presume whatever you want, but you can see what this guy looks like right there. But he says that he's a homeless man okay? And the death toll hits 10 people. Now, I'm not going to show this video, and this is just outside of this, but you can go and do the research yourself. It's not hard to find. Now, if you go on X and you search these words, Weather Channel skull or Weather Channel burned body, what you will find is that the Weather Channel was doing a piece the other day, right? Just looking at the carnage and the wreckage and everything that's going on, right? Well, they just happened to come across something that looks like a burned human corpse. Now, I've watched that video 3 times. Allegedly, I can say what I think is a 90% chance that that is a burned human corpse. Now, like I said, if you want to go look at it, you can. I cannot show that on YouTube, but it's there. Google those words, see what you think about it, and I'm pretty sure you might come out with the same results that I came up with. That is definitely a burned human corpse, and that is so sad to just think about all this carnage that these people, if it was a set, allegedly, by somebody, which I think it was, all the carnage that these people left in their path.
Hollywood stars are absolutely furious. Happy days. Legend Henry Winkler erupted on social media, demanding justice for the unimaginable pain caused, while other celebrities like Chris Brown and Elizabeth Chambers had been warning this disaster wasn't just nature's doing. The situation is beyond critical. 3 massive fires are now burning out of control across LA: Palisades, Kenneth, and Eaton. The fires have forced 180,000 people to evacuate, with another 200,000 on high alert. Celebrity homes, including those of Paris Hilton and Milo Ventimiglia, have been completely destroyed. One veteran firefighter of 20 years admitted, "I've never seen it this bad." Police have just arrested an alleged arsonist suspected of deliberately starting.
Now, you can say whatever you want to, right? I know it's Hollywood, okay? There's a lot of weird stuff going on in Hollywood. So you can say whatever you want to about these people. Hey, maybe they deserve their house to get burned. Some people don't like Chris Brown because of the Rihanna incident. Some people don't like Henry Winkler because maybe they think he's a raging liberal, okay? But the point is, they're not the only people that was living in this area. You got some just normie people. I ain't gonna say normie because these people are very wealthy, but still, I don't think that they deserve something like this to be going on. Now, if you don't know that, I don't know the name of the insurance companies. I'm sure that there's multiple, but the insurance companies actually cut these people insurance off weeks or months before this incident happened. It could have been as close to 2 weeks where they cut these people insurance policies off. So all this carnage, all this wreckage, everything that these people literally lost their livelihood because they got so many memories in there, you know. You got $25 million mansions burning up. Like I said, you might not feel sorry for these people, but it is some people in this community that just went out, they worked hard, they made a business, they started profiting off their business enough to get a home in this prestigious neighborhood right here. So you might not like it, but, you know, there are some hardworking people in here, not just Hollywood actors, okay? But these people had their insurance cut off. If not 2 weeks, I say as close as up to 2 weeks, maybe a little farther out, had their insurance cut off. And all this stuff, all this carnage, all this loss that you see, they got to chalk that up. There's no way they're getting this stuff back. They're not getting a paycheck to help rebuild their lives. They're going to have to do it themselves. They're going to have to, you can't rebuild life either. So like I said, in that Weather Channel video where you seen that, well, I seen that burned body, that's a casualty right there. That person isn't coming back. And if you could just think of the tragic heart, what was that person thinking before whatever happened to them happened to them? Unimaginably satanic, sadistic, insane, just it's so crazy, man. So I feel my heart goes out to these people. I know they're Hollywood actors, whatever. Heart still goes out to these people, man. So let's see. Oh yeah, I wanted to play this video real quick before I get into my next subject, because my next subject is talking about relationships, but I want to know what the hell is going on right here, okay? Now, people think that Obama, Mr. Barry Obama, I ain't gonna say his other name, and Donald Trump actually don't like each other. Now, what do they say? What is that famous saying? And I might get it wrong. The friend of my enemy is actually my friend, or the enemy of my enemy is actually my friend. Nah, that might be right. That sounds right. The enemy of my enemy is actually my friend. Okay. Now, what do you think of this video? Is this one of those situations playing out? The enemy of my enemy is actually my friend. This is Barack Obama and Donald Trump sitting next to each other. And this is either at the inauguration or after Donald Trump's. I think it's after Donald Trump's inauguration, or it's not during the inauguration. I take that back. Nope. It's not during his inauguration. I don't know. It's some kind of event going on. Anyway, Kamala Harris walks in. Look at Trump and Obama's body language as they share a little friendly banter. And what do you think is going on? Because they look at their eyes, the way they look at Kamala Harris, and the little banter they have afterwards.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass on, boy. You get your goddamn ugly ass on. Oh, my God, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass on, boy. You get your goddamn ugly ass on. Oh, my God, bro.
Now, look, that's a bad video because you got to hear all that stuff in the background. And I thought I had another video of it. But after that, anyway, they shared a little friendly banter. So as she walks in, they both eye her, look her up and down. Very stoic, not saying anything. But in a different video, they actually share a little banter and a little smirk and a smile after that. And Kamala ends up turning around like, what y'all ninjas talking about? And they like, bitch, please. Yeah, so I just wonder what's that about. I'm thinking that they don't like her. I'm thinking there's a lot of people, whether you like Kamala or not, that's up to you. I'm thinking that these two men do not like her. For whatever reason, hey, they have their own reasons. Anyway, I want to get into my next subject, okay? And this is about relationships. So, and it's tragic. It's a tragic tale of what can happen because look, man, modern women, Kevin Samuel, he made that phrase popular. Modern men, modern women. Well, what is it? Modern women. He made that popular. He also made high value male popular. This time we're talking about modern women. Now, modern American women has lost their goddamn minds out here. They really have. They really have lost their minds out here. Now, is it because of feminism? I think, yes, that has something to do with it. Now, let me pull this story up real quick. All right. Now, I'm going to start off playing her video because for some reason, these people think that they can just keep putting their lives out on the internet. And I think it's good. This situation, the way it turned out, no, it's negative. Somebody got deleted. 2 people got deleted. There. So now you know how it ends. Now, this story is tragic, but we didn't have this back in the past. People are just putting everything out there right now. Now, you can have a wife, right? If you're married and you're watching this, she can go and watch this girl video and think, I can, without knowing how it ended, I can do it too. I guess I can, leave my husband. Anyway, before I get too much into it, let's just play her video.
So, about to be a newly single mom, and I am in the middle of a divorce. My husband is being incredible though, like really and truly, like we're working together, everything's great, we're splitting everything down the middle, like everything is good. It is a very civil divorce with our daughter in mind, and I really appreciate that. However, I'm gonna be a mom, single income right now, and he will be helping with her, he will be supporting her, so essentially, like, I'm really thankful for that, and that I will not have to worry so much about supporting her. However, I will be on a very limited income with buying a new house and paying a mortgage and all that stuff. So I've never done this before. I've never been on my own before. So if you have any tips, saving money and making money, anything like that, like I would really appreciate it. Like, coffee at home, I take caffeine pills, I do my own hair, nails, everything. Like, I do all that. So yeah, if you just have any tips, like I would really appreciate it, because like I'm a little scared right now.
Now, if you read the comments, you can pretty much put together what happened. Okay. Very tragic story. Very cute girl. She's no longer with us anymore. But, you know, I pick out a couple key things. Okay. She literally does not have a plan for what direction her life is going on. Now, I noticed a lot of people, because my ex-wife did it too, you know, when we were going through our divorce, she's walking around the house, she's got her phone playing on speaker, she's playing all this freaking, this feminism stuff, she's playing all these blue pill talking points from these guys saying, oh, you know, your husband isn't good enough, he's not giving you as much attention. Now, people can jump on YouTube, can be a good thing and a bad thing. Everybody's so quick to jump on YouTube, Google their problems, and listen to the first video that's saying that they're not the problem, the other person is the problem. Now, I don't know what was going on in this relationship at all. Of course, they're going to be saying there's abuse and blah, blah, blah. The thing about the American relationships now is that we're so quick to give up on everything, you know, so quick. And the people that are in the relationships, they know that they can be doing better. The thing about it is since Tinder, Grindr, stuff like that, Grindr, you know, if you're an alternative, Tinder, Bumble, all this stuff, ever since these sites have been out, everybody's so quick to see if the grass is greener on the other side. Most likely it's not. You're going to come out here, you're going to get pumped and dumped, and then you're going to be tossed right back out with the laundry again. Okay, so that thing stuck out to me. This girl has no direction to what her life is going. The only direction that she has is go forward with this divorce, and I'll see how it plays out, okay, which is just tragic. The other thing that stuck out to me is that she actually does not know how men think, okay? Bigger, stronger, faster. That's how men are, you know. Whether you like it or not, women aren't going to be bigger, stronger, faster than men, okay? We have our roles. They have their roles. They're feminine, beautiful, pretty, soft, all those good things. We're hard, rugged, strong, protective, all those good things, okay? So we're definitely not the same. So she doesn't know how men think. She said that, oh, you know, her husband's taking it well and, you know, he's working along with me. The problem is you don't know exactly how that man's thinking. He's thinking, oh, my God, I got betrayed. And I'll tell you this. He's thinking, man, I got betrayed. I can't believe I'm going through this. Why is this going on? But, yeah, I'm going to have to put up this facade like, yeah, you know, because he still loves her. I'm going to put up this facade like, okay, yeah, I'm going to work with her and make sure her life is going good and she's okay with this. But then when he lays his head down or when he's at work or when he's looking at her, he's like, I can't believe this girl betrayed me. I can't believe she actually wants a divorce. And why I'm saying that she wants a divorce, because I think the stats say either 80% or either over 80% of divorces are initiated by the women. And that's in America. I can't speak for any other country, okay? So he's thinking all these things. And then one day, he just snaps, okay? He snaps. And this is what happens, you know? So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pull up another video talking about this. And let's get the news report. And where's it at? And if you don't believe my words, then just listen to them.
On Saturday, December the 28th, 2024, the bodies of 30-year-old Jennifer Sheffield and her husband, 40-year-old Brandon Sheffield, were found inside of a home in Brandon, Mississippi. Authorities are saying that this was a murder unaliving. They say that Brandon took the life of Jennifer before taking his own life. It's reported that Jennifer's family actually went to the home to do a welfare check on her, and when they arrived, they noticed obvious signs of foul play. At that point, they notified law enforcement, who came and made the tragic discovery. In the very last TikTok that Jennifer posted, she is talking about how they are getting divorced, but it seems like it's amicable and they are splitting things down the middle, and
fair use.
Everything seems to be going well. Jennifer was a student at Mississippi College, and every comment that I've seen about her talks about how bright she is, how kind she was, and just what a joy she was to be around. And then people who knew both of them or knew Brandon say that they are completely shocked by this, that he was kind and he was gentle and he loved her very much, and they are just shocked that things ended like this. This is an extremely sad and tragic situation. On Saturday, December the 28th,
Now I'm going to tell you right now, okay, I know guys, when I look at this guy, he does not strike me as a person that's going to be gentle and kind if he was to go through a divorce. But that's just because I know men. I know some things to look out for. I can look into somebody's eyes and kind of gauge what kind of character they're going to be. Okay. He does not look like he would take this well, because this girl, to the normal person, this girl is way outside of this guy's league. Okay. They just don't match up. I'm sure she's been told that plenty of times, right? Okay. She's probably been gassed up by her friend. Battery's been put in her back, girl. You can do so much better. There's Chads, there's Giga Chads out here. Pookie, Ray, Earl Vaughn, all these guys waiting out here to blow your back out. And they'll treat you a lot better, okay? Well, I'm sure, another thing real quick, and I'll throw this in there. I'm pretty sure, allegedly, that there was some kind of cheating going on. Now, maybe this guy could have been, just take this scenario into account. Okay, maybe this guy could have been amicably, can't say that word right.
Nope.
He could have been going along with the divorce just fine, right? Until he did his little Batman, the greatest detective on earth, did some background search. And he found out that, okay, now I know why she wants to divorce me, because there's another bull in the ring. There's another guy that she's just waiting to get with, get clapped up. Somebody else is clapping her cheeks. And now this is the reason why she wants to divorce me. So he's thinking, okay, I'm sitting up here every day. I'm wondering, what did I do wrong? Why is this happening? Now I have the evidence that she was actually cheating. Now, I'm not saying that, but I bet you there's a good chance, and I'm going to put it over 75% chance, that could have been going on, okay? There's definitely some infidelity going on in this situation. Maybe before the deletion happened, that's the information that he could have found out. He snapped, okay? He said, you know something? Jesus of Nazareth, I call upon you. I call upon Jesus of Nazareth to look over and guide me while I do this heinous crime, okay? And that's just a shame, man. So that's just something that you got to watch out for out there, okay? I hope this is something that people like, okay? Like this video, subscribe to it. Black Suburban Dad Reviews. Hoping to make some better content. Tell a friend to tell a friend. And peace. I'm out.